Hey friends, thanks for stopping by for another video. I hope you're all doing splendid out there, but today's video is going to be the cats and books tag. I saw this recently a couple weeks ago on Scientist Reading Room's channel. He did it, and since animals happen to be kind of one of my favorite animals, I love lions and tigers, and I have a cat currently, I figured I needed to do this because it involves two of my favorite things, which is cats and books. So without further ado, I'm going to hop into these questions. So the first question kind of involves getting to know my cat, and her name is Izzy. She's approaching 1 year, I believe. I bought her from one of my old teachers. I didn't even buy her actually, she just gave her to me. And I have kind of no idea how old she really is, but I know for sure she's approaching 1 year. But she is like a crazy kind of ninja cat. I call her nickname is a Nej, and if you've read the Six of Crows duology, you know that kind of a Nej is kind of like this acrobat, and Izzy is quite the little ninja. She will be hopping around, jumping on anything she can find, and running around. She's constantly running around. I'm afraid like the neighbors below me are gonna still like throw in a complaint or file a complaint against me because she's starting to get bigger now. With all this running around she does, she's making some thumping on the floor. So yeah, and it'll be like in the middle of the night, she'll just get like this random burst of energy and just run around and just thump 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 all over the floor. But she's just like, I would show you, like pick her up and show you, but she's currently napping somewhere in the apartment, and if I wake her up, she'll be pretty grouchy. She's kind of like one of those children right now, like a kitten, you know? If you wake her up, she won't be in a good mood. But I'm sure she'll make an appearance throughout this video because every time I start talking when she's sleeping, she comes out and then she starts playing with her little toys or the fish. So I'm sure she'll make an appearance some point in this video. Question number 2 is to recommend a book that features, includes, or mentions a cat. If you're looking for something that has a lot of cats, I'm gonna have to go with The Starless Sea by Aaron Morgenstern. This is involving kind of like a hidden labyrinth of kind of like a library and all that kind of stuff, art, work, and everything hidden in the center of the earth. And kind of wandering around are a bunch of cats. And I think it added like a whole kind of different depth to the story, and it just made it more enjoyable for kind of readers who love cats as well, because it involves kind of reading and books and stuff, and then it has cats in it as well. So yeah, if you want like a story with a lot of cats, I would say Starless Sea. Question number 3 is, what is your favorite fictional cat? When I first saw these questions, I initially thought of The Cat in the Hat, which kind of was a story by Dr. Seuss. I don't know why, but I remember reading so many Dr. Seuss books when I was growing up, and I think The Cat in the Hat kind of stuck out to me the most for some reason. And then those movies with kind of I think Jim Carrey played The Cat in the Hat, and those were kind of, I don't know, they were a bit different. But yeah, I think The Cat in the Hat, that's one of them. And then Professor McGonagall, I hope that I'm saying that right, from the Harry Potter series. I feel like she's very kind of underrated compared to some of the other characters, but she is kind of an animage, and she can turn into a cat, and I think that's probably one of the coolest things. If I could do that, I'd probably turn into a lion or a tiger or something like that, but she's pretty cool. I enjoy how she's kind of adding like new things to kind of what is it called? The Harry Potter series. But yeah, those two are probably my favorites. Question number 4 is, if your cat was the main character in a book, what sort of book would it be? I'm gonna have to go with like a fantasy book. Like I mentioned, she's very similar to the Nej, so she'd either be kind of like a assassin cat, or kind of, I would think that she would be like a giant kind of humanoid lion, because she thinks she's pretty fierce. Like I'll be walking around the apartment and she'll be like hiding, and then she'll jump out and like kind of attack me basically. So she's very fierce. So she could definitely be like an assassin in a fantasy story, or just like a kind of humanoid lion warrior, like, you know, in kind of, I can't remember what like TV series or similar thing to it, but like in Skyrim, you know, kind of like those cats. I feel like she would be one of those. Question number 5 is recommend a book that your cat would enjoy if they could read. I've already mentioned this, but I would have to go with The Six Crows duology by Leigh Bardugo. She's Inej. She's like the cat version of Inej, and I think she would have a great time going through Inej's perspective and kind of getting some tips from her, and then maybe kind of incorporating those and causing havoc in my apartment and tearing stuff up. So yeah, Inej from Six Crows, she would definitely relate with. Question number 6 is which book or story would benefit from the inclusion of one or more cats? I feel like any book would benefit from like putting in more cats. I don't know. I'm more of a cat person, so that I might be a bit kind of on the fence about that with kind of other people's opinions. But I think just the Harry Potter series in general, like right now I've only encountered a couple cats. Like Crookshanks has been the one of the only cats that's been incorporated besides Professor McGonagall. Like it's mostly owls and Ron's rat. I think we need some more cats in there involved, especially with them being familiars and stuff like that. There's definitely got to be some more like students around here, young wizards and witches, kind of without cat. Like they have to have cats. They can't all have owls. So definitely that for sure. Question number 7 is optional. It's have your cat pick your next read, and Izzy is definitely not kind of. She's too energetic to pick one book, so I'm just gonna pick for her. And they involve cats, but it's gonna have to be the Traveling Cat Chronicles or the Master and the Margarita. I believe the Master and the Margarita is kind of like a Russian classic, and it sounds really interesting. And a lot of people have been talking about the Traveling Cat Chronicles. But yeah, those two I think Izzy would pick for sure. I don't know why. I think the Master and the Margarita kind of involves demons and stuff like that. And her Izzy being kind of like a Inej and an assassin and stuff like that. I think she would pick that one for sure. And the last question is just to tag some cat lovers. And I could only find one person that I've seen kind of talk about their cats or put like pictures of their cats on their videos, and that's Jeremy Fee. But I'm just going to go ahead and say, if you have a cat and you're a cat lover, I'm tagging you. You have to do it. There's no getting out of it. You have been tagged, and you have to do it. You can't hide from it. I will hunt you down and make you do this tag. But that's all for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. I can't believe Izzy didn't show up for an appearance. So I guess I'll include some pictures and some videos of her jumping around and going crazy. So yeah, I'm a bit sad that she didn't show up, but I hope you enjoyed this video. Please let me know your thoughts on kind of what you think of Izzy, and I'm hoping to get another cat soon. Kind of like a rescue one to give Izzy a little buddy. But other than that, I hope you all have a splendid day. And I'm going to leave you a message. I'm going to leave you with a message from I can't even speak today, from Ellie. And she said that adventure is out there. So I'll catch you next time. Bye.